Hi, this is a presentation regarding to bring your own device. Um, this is a brief on the pros and cons of allowing employees to connect their own device on working on an institution. There are a lot of benefits, advantages attached to it, as well as disadvantages attached to it. So firstly, to start with, they are already familiar using their devices, so they can easily manage to connect meetings, conferences, and group management tasks on their own. So there's less wastage of time. In that way, they can provide their full confidence and they can show their interest while using their own devices um, on with the company. Furthermore, it also saves a lot of energy by spending training on new equipments as lots of new devices keep on coming into the market and a lot of employees they are not aware about the kind of equipments that are available. So it gives them the benefit using the equipment on their own, which they are already familiar with, as well as it gives enormous satisfaction when an employee uses their personal devices. With that, they can easily install their own choice of applications, and by that way, they can improve with the faster rate of productivity, and they can smoothly enhance their skills as well, which they can also give much more advantage in interacting with their peers and colleagues uh, more in a proficient way. Furthermore, the cons related to bring your own device are usually employees usually have weaker passwords, which allow the hacker easily they can gain access into the organization. By that way, they can cause a lot of damage to the institutions. Another issue would be addressed is the IT support issues. The IT support might not be familiar with the kind of different platforms the employees are using. In that way, they won't be able to provide sufficient satisfaction to their operating system, which could create frustration among the employees and as well as the IT staff members. And furthermore, if a business that allows personal devices, they need to be upfront with their data with the software updates. So by that way, um, there isn't an additional security needs to be protected company's data, so nobody can misuse the company's data. Another aspect, so this is regarding to the pros of using bring your device, employees point of view. Employees can utilize their and use innovative apps if they are familiar using on their device. They can come up using with their apps and they can show more skills by that way. And with their technologies and the devices they use, they are more familiar and which could be more cost effective. Another major benefits towards the employer is the reduction of cost. They don't need to keep on spending lots of money behind the equipments, sending it to the employee, and they can reduce the cost, which they can um, invest in their own company for their future and for their progress. And this will make them more trusted with the company if they are using their own devices, and it can improve their engagement as well as the morale with the company. Um, Secondly, cons of using bring your device employee point of view is most of the time companies aren't compatible with the kind of software they use, which could create more trouble in interacting with other employees, and this could create a cause of hassle for the people working in the company. Employer may have limited access over the devices, so it makes harder for the employer. So by that way, they won't be able to ensure the safety, what kind of firewalls, what kind of antivirus software they are using in the uh, point of point of view from the employer perspective. It's kind of a disadvantage. Employers should balance the improved efficiency and cost saving, and they should always investment in security. They need to take precautionary measures and they need to support to eliminate the risk involved. So this is from the employer's point of view. Bring your devices past policies, practices implementation for better growth. So strong security, in my personal point of view, I would recommend an advanced IT program to safeguard the company's system. So strongest personal strongest recommendation would be an advanced security which enhances the company's protection, and regular training should also be provided in regards to the kind of new software, new technologies which are being introduced in the market, and with that way, the employee won't feel that they are left out, or if they are unaware of what kind of the softwares are being implemented. Um, in addition to that, I would say there should be an training should be provided on regular intervals to the employees, so they can come to know what are the new documents being introduced by the company, what are the new softwares being introduced, and the company should take additional time for their employees if they make any changes to the company, so they can be well prepared with the kind of changes and they can adjust with the changes. And furthermore, a weak security can lead to potential legal issues, and the company might suffer major monetary changes for an issue, which could be easily avoided if the organization spends certain capital behind security risk. So, according to the budget spending of a company, they should always invest more regarding to the security, because that's the major concern. If the hacker or if any party get access to the company, this can cause a lot of monetary damages, as well as the company might have to pay hefty sums, and so this is an essential part for the company's point of view, that they should have always spend a lot of money behind legal security systems. They should uh, provide more and more updates regarding to the stronger security program if they are able to implement them. Uh, Next section regarding to the mobile device security policy on an industry case. So mobile devices are the most often used features from the company. If they aren't been properly aware about the kind of social engineering that are being undertaken in the current scenario, they might become easily become the victim of cyber attacks. So it's recommended that they are aware of the kind of cyber attacks. They should avoid the phishing, this smishing, the kind of emails that are being used, and the company can try to protect their devices, but if regarding to the mobile device, they should always be aware of updating their software, keep in track regarding to the authentication. They can use different features such as facial options, fingerprint access, and the major advantage would be the strong password combinations. If they use a very different kind of a strong password combination, this can counter this attacks on initial stages, because a lot of applications also need kind of a strong password before you install anything on your phones. This requires a stronger password, so by that way, if anyone get access to your mobile, they won't be able to do much further damage to the mobile device. So there are a lot of there are major different kind of application platforms. So operating system OS and Android users. So mostly the OS users are not aware that jailbreaking their phone can deactivate important security features. So this should be kept in their mind, that they are not deactivating those features, and they are trying to update on regular intervals with the company software changes. So another aspect, mobile devices should always be connected to secure networks. Unlike um, the public platforms like such as library, airports, public spaces, coffee shops, which might be easy targets for from the attackers. So they should be kept in mind that they aren't being exposed to those places. Users should immediately block the device if they have access. For as an example, like Apple, you can try to block, or you can disable the features. If in case if your device has been stolen, you can erase from cloud, and by that way, if the device falls into the wrong hand, they won't be able to do much damage to the device. Regular intervals, the policies and updates should be maintained. So by that way, we can address the evolving threats and maintain its effectiveness. So yeah, these were the major platforms topics which were covered into this presentation. Thank you.